Hey, wonderful people, a pleasant hear me evening, a pleasant morning to everybody. It's like I'm rushing for it to be evening already, but no. So a very popular TikToker, and I suppose social media person, I was listening to him, in the aftermath, giving his talk about being charged for malicious communication. And he claimed that when he asked the police what it is specifically he has been charged for, I think he just said, he has been charged for malicious communication. There was no specificity or nothing specific was given to him. And then he began to, quote some of the constitutional laws in terms of freedom of speech, your right to freedom of speech, basically, and he went on. But I want people to understand the etymology of the freedom of speech. This not the only reason, but a major part and parcel. Notice I'm saying not the only reason, but a major part and parcel is that especially as a black race, we never had freedom of speech. So that was an unjust law that needed to be put in the Constitution. I'm not sure if it falls under the Nelson Mandela rules. I know it talks about prisoners, but it may have some contribution in terms of the UN laws, and the Nelson Mandela rules would have had some contribution to our constitutional laws. Not just Nelson Mandela, but our freedom fighters like the Martin Luther King Jr. and others, right? The Gandhis and you name them. So freedom of speech is not all encompassing. If that were the case, probably everyone would now be annihilated. Nobody would be on the planet because everybody would have been vengeful or revengeful and taken matters in their own hands. They would have been bounty hunters because of some ill word that was spoken against him or her. Are you aware that your ill words can cause the demise of somebody, can cause them to annihilate themselves, take their own lives because of the trauma and the pressure that your words would have caused? So when the Constitution was written, it was not saying you can do and say anything you please and you choose. Words have consequences and you have to be prepared to pay it. So quoting constitutional laws or policies is foolhardy. It is ridiculous. And critical thinkers need to rubbish nonsense when they hear it. It needs to be dumped into the pit toilet. It needs to be dumped in the rubbish heap and the rubbish bin. That comment sounds like somebody who belongs in a loony bin. Because that could not. When I listened to him, I said, my goodness gracious. Wrong and strong. And if you check a lot of the posts, if not all, notice I didn't say all. I said if you check a lot of, if not all, because I could be wrong. I've not done all. There is some sort of malicious communication as it relates to women in particular, because of how his thing started out with a woman who is currently married. And in recent times, I'm seeing where he put 10 ugliest women alive in Jamaica, having 2 youngsters, who are trying to make their name in the athletic world, and brought them in. It was a shame and a disgrace to see a big man doing that. If you look in our Constitution and look on the laws of the land, if you look at the vulnerable groups, women are a part of it. Not just children or the mentally challenged or the handicapped, or, when I say that, I'm not saying it in any way for people to feel any way when you say handicapped. Those who, there is some defect that prevents them from being fully functional, whether mentally, psychologically, physically, and so on. Women are a part of it because, one, God made us physically weaker than men. We are not as strong as men. So don't count the 1 and 2 women who may be stronger. 1 and 2. And they probably have to really do some rigorous and hard work for that level of strength. Or maybe God did it for a particular reason. Generally speaking, women are physically weaker than men. Physically we are. Men are generally stronger than us. So we have to be a part of the vulnerable groups, especially in cases like domestic violence and other. And if you look at the historicity of black women, we have been marginalized. We have been abused. We have been treated badly and unfairly. We have been, ostracized, dehumanized. I can go on and on and on. So when he talks about, they're quoting about our constitutional rights being breached, you don't have a right to emit ill words to people. You do not have that right. That's not a right. Do not try and twist the meaning of when it says freedom of speech. The freedom of speech is about giving every man a voice when injustice, unfairness, evil, and wicked, malicious, malevolent acts like what you would have done take place in their lives, and they speak about it so that they can get some recourse, so that they can get some justice. Freedom of speech does not give anybody the right to go out publicly to humiliate and use ill words, malicious words, malevolent words, vicious words to destroy people, whether physically, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and other ways. The number of reputations that have been damaged because of lies, because of ill words. The number of reputation. And people twist and mix reputation to think it's the character of people when it is not. People start to see, it even affects their senses. So when they hear something, they start to see the person as the words that they heard, the ill words, the lies that have been told about people. The malicious words. So no, sir, when the laws were made, when that particular one was made, they took into consideration, especially among the black race, that was the most marginalized race, the most, abused race. Well, some people may say it is up for grabs between us and the Indians. Whichever way, we went through hell, our ancestors went through hell and powder house. See, the Church of England, they want to give $1 billion from, in terms of, a sort of reparation for what was done to the descendants, to the ancestors, and give to the descendants. What kind of nonsense is this man talking about freedom of speech? You have no right to get up and be doing what you're doing. And and trying to get some sort of justice out of it. And popularity. And telling people our freedom. And then giving an example of how you sued some police or something before. That's how you want to go down? To continue to do that? Think you're fighting a freedom fight cause? You're not doing that. You're being malicious. You're being malevolent. You know, there's a scripture that God says, although it was directed to husbands, because, God, He intends for us to have family relationships, husband and wife. Says, but it's really, if you look at the entire package, it's really for men. In 1 Peter 3, I think 7 it is. Men, do not embitter, do not be harsh, do not abuse your wives. Do not be harsh. So how you speak to them, don't be harsh in your attitude, in your words. Don't embitter them, don't be abusive. Because if you do, your prayers are going to be hindered. Do you know the number of men who have regrets today because of the abuse that they have emitted towards women? Whether physical, mental, psychological, financial, or otherwise. Do you know the number of men who are living in regrets? Sometimes when you see some serious sickness and disease befall them, it beating them again because of what they have done to women. And I don't care how them try if it's 7, they care 11, neither 12 or 13. 14 or 15. Not care what them do, just go to naught. No blessing, no favor is upon them because of the ill that they have done to women. The wicked acts that they have done, and some are passive aggressive. Act like they don't know that they're trying to, for example, treat women badly, like some will psychologically, abuse you through like silent treatment, not speak to you, avoid you, talk to everybody else. They do all manner of evil. Comes in different ways. It's not just physical abuse. And some ways, emotional and psychological and verbal abuse. Because you have men who verbally abuse women too. Not just women. So your freedom of speech does not encompass ill words, malicious words. And most of your posts that people have seen, they have been against women. Guys, wise up. wise up to these malicious people. Anyway, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions. Thank you.